Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Maya. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be cleaning a short-term rental today. I thought this would be a great video for obviously entertainment purposes. I personally love watching any sort of cleaning videos, but I also thought it could be informative if you happen to have a short-term rental or are thinking of starting one. I wanted to include some tips on how to make sure that it looks really great so that your guests are obviously happy with the cleanliness. And also if you're thinking of hiring someone to clean your short-term rental, some of the things that you might want to highlight for them to focus on as well. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, I am wearing gloves. I definitely recommend that you wear gloves if you are the one cleaning, or to have a supply of gloves for whoever is going to clean for you. I also recommend leaving extra bags in the trash can so that if your guests fill up the trash, they can easily replace it. Also here when I was cleaning the sink, it went out of focus, so I went ahead and just cut it because it was just completely out of focus, so sorry about that. I also recommend wiping down or cleaning the light bulbs or the top of things. Like here I was cleaning the top of the mirror and it was definitely dusty, so make sure that makes it onto your list, as well as filling in your soap dispenser so your guests don't run out. Another thing I highly recommend is wiping down the shower curtain rod. I feel like that's something that gets easily overlooked. And when I went to an Airbnb in the past, I went to put a towel to dry up top on the rod, and when I took the towel off, it was all dirty because the rod, it looked like it had never been cleaned. So definitely recommend that, not even just for a short-term rental, but your house as well. As I was sweeping, I noticed that someone, it looks like, dropped something on the door, so I went ahead and cleaned that up. This is another thing that I think is really important, to just really notice these small details and make sure that you clean everything and anything. Another thing I like to do is that toilet paper, I don't know, it's not a hack necessarily, but that thing that you probably saw on Pinterest where you just fold in the corners and then you stamp it under the sink, and then it just kind of creates a seal. Again, these little details I think make the world of a difference. I don't know what it was with today's video, pero me costó. Let me tell you, I did not get footage of me taking the bedding off of the guest room beds, so we're just gonna skip forward to me making the beds with the fresh new sheets. But yeah, I had a little bit of a struggle with this one. Another thing you want to make sure to do is to check in like the cupboards and cabinets and all of that, because you never know if someone left something here. Like I showed you, someone had left a lipstick. I just feel like if you check into a short-term rental and you find things like that, it kind of makes it seem like things weren't properly cleaned. Again, I feel like the little details make a huge difference. I noticed that there was something on the walls here, so I had to get that off as well. We usually leave different size towels for our guests. We knew that 5 guests would be checking in, so we left 5 towels and then extras in the laundry area if they need them. How you fold them is really up to you. Again, I just went to Pinterest and looked for different ways to fold towels, and this is one technique that I really liked, and so this is one that I tend to use the most. We have a supply closet, thankfully, where we're able to store all of the extra things, and so we have several sets of the bedding for each bed. That way we don't have to wait for the laundry in order to remake the beds. We just pull out the fresh sheets that were already washed and then remake the beds. You'll notice that I end up switching out the pillowcases to white just so that it would match the duvet. A huge emphasis point when cleaning a short-term rental is the sweeping and mopping or vacuuming. You do not want to do like a half job on this, because people notice everything. If you have skipped over something, if someone left something on the floor, under the bed, in a nook, in a cranny, in the closet, wherever it is, you definitely want to make sure that you swept or vacuumed there. People will come with what feels like a magnifying glass when they're checking in, and we actually do have a lady who is a cleaner, and she usually is the one that cleans the short-term rental. But with the holidays, I decided to go ahead and take on this switch out, and she is phenomenal. She cleans the place as if it was her own, so we're really lucky in that regard. It was not easy. We did have to go through a couple different people to get to the point where we found someone that really did a great job, but make sure that you're leaving a list for them. That way they know exactly what you expect. Even though it's been in like the 30s here and it's been snowing, I still wanted to go ahead and clean the patio area up, organize and fluff the pillows. Even though I don't anticipate anyone coming out here, as they say, you only get one chance to make a good first impression. So I wanted to make sure that everything looks good, even if they never step foot outside. I of course leave the mopping for last so that I can mop the unit from top to bottom, and then go ahead and just leave right after that so that it stays nice and clean for whenever the guests check in. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I love to put Fabuloso in my mopping concoction. That way the whole place smells really good, and when they walk in, they're greeted with a nice clean place that smells nice and feels good. So if you are again thinking of starting a short-term rental, make sure that you treat the cleanliness of it as if it were your own home, just like whenever you check in to someone else's place, whether it is Airbnb or Verbo or a hotel, you have a certain expectation of the cleanliness. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it helpful if you do plan on starting a short-term rental. I hope you guys have wonderful holidays, and I will see you on the next one.